Told him I ain't selling it for nothing less than lavish.
Nah, come on, man.
Draco made a hit with this one.
Yeah, and Jazzy had no chill with this. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, family. We here. How I feel about it, I feel like there's so many transitions to become, but when those big transitions come, I'm going to be more prepped for it because my soul is already planning me to be aware of it now. I'm thankful for the ability to be able to express myself. Thank y'all. If y'all seen multiple videos, today is a video that almost wasn't made. So give thanks to the divine timing of this video. Give thanks to my henna. And give thanks to the possibilities of things when you actually work towards it or when you actually believe that you can receive. Opportunities are things that are created from you, and that's the reason why you can recognize it as an opportunity. And that can shift just off the mindset of you as well. Like, if you look at it like it's not an opportunity, that in itself can all of a sudden become a distraction or confliction. It's all a matter of how you perceive things. These days, my mind has been at a conflict overall because the way that I perceive things is shifting. And it's shifting in a way of what one would call enlightenment, but in the process of it, it looks like far from enlightenment. It actually looks like a form of lostness and detachment from what others would probably say is light or clarity. I say that because, like I told y'all in the video yesterday, I just really have been in a bit of a funk where it's really an effort put into communicating. And I know that's not my natural state because, like y'all know, I make a time to record videos and I enjoy expressing how I feel. I enjoy what other people feel and how they express it. I went to school for sociology. I don't know why that got me, but it reminded me of so many things. Before I even went to sociology, I went to anthropology and I also went to psychology. So it's almost like my mind wanted to say all of those things, but they do correlate. In anthropology, I'm actually going to be a living vessel to express that and just showing how a soul like me I don't want to say mutates, but it can be mutable to forms. The hardest form to be mutable within is myself, though, and what it is that I desire to accomplish. It's so strange because I was watching XXXTentacion's documentary, and I just always find him interesting because he has my trilogy, but like reverse. So his inner is my outer, and my outer is his inner. And so, in other words, like, he was an Aquarius with a Sagittarius rising and moon, and I'm a Sagittarius with an Aquarius rising and moon. And I think Oprah has the same trilogy, not whole chart, y'all. Please, so don't try to correct me. But these are things that I find quite interesting. And one of the things that stuck with me is the fact that they say, well, it's two things, but the deepest thing that I wanted to mention with him. My bad, y'all. But one of the most important things that stuck out about that is the fact that, for one, his mom actually was the inspiration behind this docu-series. And, well, it was actually a documentary because I don't think it's like series of different episodes, but she created it. And her thing that she said was that his story should be told. And I'm so big on that because something that someone else mentioned about him and I loved was the fact that he was never really heard, or because of his circumstance, it was placed for him to be kind of like seen, but also very much overlooked. Like you notice this being, you notice them, but you overlook them maybe because you don't understand them. And he's just so articulate. And I just remember him being alive, and I was just so repulsed by his vibration because it made me uncomfortable. And sometimes that is like, when I take into the correlation of his trilogy, for example, of like what he represented, how he was perceived through the world, those energies in itself, and knowing that it's a correlation of kind of like mine in a way, it's just, there's that battle of, yeah, what made him pop was what also the same thing that made him different, but also if he didn't pop, who would he be? So we got the hermit. You already know I kind of been in the hermit mode, but this actually was in reverse, but it's because I was just shuffling it in reverse. So very much in the hermit energy, very much in the vibration of just being comfortable in what makes me me, even if that may be something that makes other people uncomfortable. And maybe it's beyond me. Maybe you're dealing with something. It's just a reason why things like transpire. I saw a, well, it was like a little show about animals and them being born, and it was talking about just how some babies, they were showing the same amount of weeks. So like if there was a baby seal in comparison to a baby elephant, 4 weeks, like how their life and their journey is different, and it's the same time, but just their experience of being in that vessel, how it's different, and just the things that they go through. It made me feel like, bruh, for me to be 4 weeks, I was so spoiled. And even now to be 27 years old, I am so catered by this world, and it gives me a form of comfortability to where I know I'm accepted just because the universe wants me to be comfortable, but there's still this underlying unknowing about myself. And I just wonder what that's gonna make me be. Like I've been pondering on that a lot. Like what does that mean to me? What would it be defined as through other people? And you know, is this something that has to do with what I'm doing now, or is what I'm doing now just gonna be something that added up to me actually breaking out into that being of me? Regardless, I do know that my truest version has yet to be seen in a way. And as I make this video, I feel the intensity of the relevance of how these words that I may just be rambling could just really mean something. That was something that was so powerful about that docu-series, was the fact that he said things, and when he was saying it, he didn't even know the majestics behind the words that he spoke. And that's why I speak so highly on my future, even when there's times when, reality, if I really believe the reality of it, bro, where would I be? If I really believed that reality as all that I could have or achieve, or if I allowed the fear to stop me from embracing things that are now just memories and part of my real experience. Whew. So as I continue to go, we got the Two of Cups just flipped out. Man. It's just such a magical story. I'm honored to be a representation. I just really, 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 this card popped out too. I want it to be something positive, something that is inspirational, something that is motivational, and if nothing else, something that y'all know is like really, really not easy. It's not easy. Shout out to the people that is really just expressing themselves and their vulnerability, because that, if nothing else, was all that SSS had to offer, was his vulnerability. And that's real. Without that, what would he be? But he's a legend, bro. I'm a legend too. Oprah's a legend too. But who, if the world didn't tell him that, would he have known that? Well, the Two of Cups. You see, I just opened up the book again to the right page that I need. We're doing that again. Two of Cups. There's a super amazing, spectacular person in your life, or there's about to be. You love being in their company so much. Each time you're together, it feels like a party, and your heart is just bursting full of love for them. Get drunk on love. Enjoy them beside you, and let them fill your cup. Embrace that energy of someone that's willing to give you what you've given the world. You see the hesitancy on both of their faces, but you deserve it. And it becomes much more abundant when you share it with someone because your story matters. And God is there. God is reflected in that line with angels. To me, that means a courageous earth angel, a courageous being. You deserve love, bro. Seven of Swords. I'm gonna go ahead and read this one. I love good energy cards because sometimes these cards, before the camera, before any of that, these cards gave me clarity, insight beyond what I could read on this, just looking at the picture. So we got the Seven of Swords. Sometimes in life we can't be completely open and honest. A little lie, even just one of omission, may be tactfully required in a challenging situation. Maybe you're dealing with a truly awful coworker or abusive relationship, and you just need some secrets to keep. And you just need some secrets to keep yourself safe. Just be careful that your deceit isn't hurting yourself or others, and that it is truly the best way to deal with the situation. That's quite powerful. So when I pull these two cards together, which they didn't come out necessarily together, but both of them made me want to read. Sin, two, Seven of Swords. There's two chances. There's two type opportunities. This is really, really quite powerful because there's the vibration of what would you do for yourself versus what do you want others to do for you? Would you trust another person to give that to you? Or do you feel like what you're knowing is worth whatever option you have to take towards development? There really is a choice. And it's saddening when you think about a legend like Tentacion, because he chose to tell his story and wear his mask. Even though we have similar energies, I choose this. I choose to trust others. And if I'm going to be a real humanitarian, if I'm going to really be someone to inspire and show people how to connect, I want it to not be just sourced from this. What about you? You have the choice. That's what it's about. It's really a balance. If you ask me, nothing worth doing is worth doing alone. Even if it's just to share it with someone, for someone else to tell somebody else, bro. Even if it's just to tell the story and you don't gain nothing from it but a story and a memory, it's worth not doing alone. So, I mean, of course, things have to be balanced within yourself first, but whoever this video is for, if you're still watching it right now, first off, like the video. And I'm sorry to be a little down. It's just a vibration. Y'all know it's a lot of stuff going on right now, but I come in love, and I want you to know that there are people willing to not only reciprocate an abundance of love, but also show you forms of love that you never seen. I am interested in seeing that. I would live a life, I am going to live a life to display that, so that people can recognize that it is possible with your flaws, even when you could have taken another road. The choice is up to you, y'all. I hope that makes sense to y'all. If it do, let me know. If not, then either watch it again or send it to a friend. Who knows? But give thanks for being able to at least express. That's always beautiful. And y'all know I'm so thankful for that. So yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.